My first serious boyfriend outed me way before I was ready. Haven't spoken to him in nearly 2 decades. I've not been super lucky in the boyfriend department. Cheated on by 2. One stole money from me for months until I realized it. One refused to come out and wanted to date me only in secret. And one thought I'd be okay with him roughing me up when he was having a bad day. I definitely wasn't. He sighed. So no, not a single ex who I would want to get back together with or have anywhere near Arlo, money or not. So what's your plan? Bay lifted his head and stared at me. He stared for so long, I finally realized he meant for me to pick up on something. But I had nothing. Whatever Bay wanted me to realize was not connecting in my head. I raised my brow and waited. I promise we'd only have to pretend for like a month. Once Millie is convinced we're a loving, supportive couple committed to raising Arlo, she'll set up Arlo's money, and then we can go back to our lives. Maybe only have to pretend on the few occasions she stops by. Bay's eyes begged me to understand what he was saying. Suddenly, a light bulb flickered to life in my head. I gasped. You want me? I wouldn't ask you if I had any other options, Bay whispered. Gee, thanks. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying that I'd spare you the drama and lying and interruption to your life if I could. But you're the only one I'd trust with Arlo. Honestly, even though it would be completely pretend, I'm not sure I could enter into something like this with just anyone. You're the only one I'd even consider. Bay ran a hand over his face. I know it sounds horrible that I'd do something like this for money, but stop. I completely understand needing that money to provide for Arlo. This is an opportunity for you to secure your kid's future and not have to worry. Extra money will allow you to spend more time with him, take him on trips, enroll him in classes, give him experiences. There's not a damn thing wrong with wanting that for your child. I took his hand in mine. Bay stared at our joined hands. I feel bad asking so much from you. Don't. I'll do it. Bay's head jerked up to stare at me. You will? Are you sure? I'd understand. I said I'd do it. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Thank you, he whispered. I held up a hand. I have a couple requirements. Bay snorted. Of course you do. Everyone has requirements today. 1. I want to be sure that Arlo doesn't get hurt. Agreed. We'll make sure of that. Bay nodded. 2. You agree to see me for massage therapy. I smiled. Bay groaned. Take it or leave it. I waited. Bay took 2 deep breaths. You're cruel. Fine, I'll do the damn massage therapy. Then we have a deal. I held out my hand to shake. I think we need to write up some rules, guidelines, protocols, whatever you want to call them, but something to make sure this remains as uncomplicated as possible. Bay waited to shake my hand until I agreed. That's fine, something like a contract? Bay snorted. I'm not Christian Grey. We don't need a contract. Just something to ensure no one gets hurt. You'll be free to go on your way as soon as we've convinced Millie and the farce is over. No one gets hurt? Pretty sure that was nearly impossible. Knowing I'd only ever get to call Bay mine in a fake relationship already hurt. But I'd do it to help him in Arlo and just enjoy our time together while I could, before he sent me on my way. I'll work on some guidelines and run through them with you. Can I call you tonight? Bay stood and glanced at his phone. Yeah, that's fine. I'll text Bodie and tell him I'll meet them at the park to take Arlo home. Bay paused and bit his lip before he threw his arms around me. Thank you for being my friend and not even hesitating to do this for Arlo. I'd do anything for that kid. And for you. I hugged him back, my heart skipping in my chest as I enjoyed the warm embrace. I watched him walk out the door and wondered what the hell I'd just gotten myself into.